and a question, leave a comment, pencil it in. Question being, I done been cleaning up these Maytag parts here for this model 92. It's a 2-cycle engine. It's got a hit and miss governor system in there. You know, cast iron. I guess you could call it a wash machine engine and move on. That crank case, fresh out of that evapor-rust. We'll get over and get it wiped down a little bit, but that's what it looks like, fresh out of the tank. Go out there now and deal with that piston that's in the electrolysis tank. Maytag 92. 2-cycle hit miss washing machine engine. Now we got the piston in that electrolysis tank right there. I put it in there about this time yesterday. So, you know, about a day. I had in that evapor-rust the other day. And it's in electrolysis now. Let's get them rings freed up. Up to now, this is the state of this is what we're working with at the present time. You can see where I'm at to the point of, well, some question about this cylinder right here, some question about some other parts, but I'll leave you with we'll begin, give you time to leave it in the comment section down there which part you think that it is. I cleaned these parts up right here, Maytag. They were in a rusty state of that condition noted in the past videos. And I done already cleaned them up, removed the rust to this condition. Oh, I done already coated the inside of the tank there. And I coated the bottom of that there. This is what I'm working with. The question, leave it in the comment section. I cleaned, removed the rust on these parts. Some of them are cleaned in evapor-rust, and some of these parts are cleaned in my electrolysis tank with them graphite rods running down inside that tank. This is what I'm working with. I penciled it in there. Which part you think was cleaned in electrolysis? Which parts was cleaned in evapor-rust? The piston, freed the rings up. I've done already removed that top ring and got the carbon and the crud out of it. And I'm going to go ahead and remove these other two. And I've done already laid in a set of new rings for this piston. And we're going to shove it right back up in that different cylinder. It's been in that electrolysis tank. The rod cleaned up real good. I put some different bolts in there. Yeah. The parts on these old Maytags, you know, to point something out to you here, that, you know, you can't go wrong with one of these Maytag engines. You know, like them two bolts right there won't go but one place. That little bolt, it won't go but one place. You know, these four right here, they're just four of that size. That's the only place they'll go is in that cylinder, in that crankcase. And the same way on these, there's four of them there. Go in that side cover. There's two right there for that manifold. Right here's the base to the crankcase bolts. These are the these bolts that I broke off is this one with the slot. So you can't go wrong. One of them is longer than the other one, and you know that by putting this other part on it. It's evidently there. That little part there will only go one place. That'll only go one place. I done already laid in a new spring there. So I'll have to make a shoe to go with this part here. These two parts, I'm going over there to heat this with the torch and get this fuel tank cap out of here, and I'll use it on that tank over there. But the state of affairs, to explain some of the reason, and there was a couple of comments questioning why I did things the way I did. One of them was, the question was, how come I didn't clamp this here down to the bench when I was beating on it? Well, the reason being that this engine was rusted up so bad that there were no moving parts on it anywhere. So at that point, and knowing the history of it and the condition it's in, then I went about it at a different way to prove out to be that I was successful in that. I was not trying to save these bolts. And the gas tank is broken. So, you know, I could have fabricated something there. You know, I could have tied it down with a piece of baling wire. I could have did several different things, but I elected not to. But I will keep this in the scrap pile out there in case I would ever need an ear to be broken off of another one. I could put it on there and have a repair part. The cylinder in question was in its state, as we verified on the video, was fins broken off of it, and the engine being in such a rusted condition, the reason I didn't clamp it down to the table or put it in a vise is with the hammer work that I was beating on it, the vibration vibrated the whole engine. So I wanted the vibrations to be not absorbed by the metal, but to be telescoped through it. So to show you the condition of this cylinder, to be the reasoning behind it, a comment would be, put some, I think one comment was, you're supposed to put a bunch of tar in this hole here, and a bunch of tar in this up here, and then you put a grease fitting in that spark plug hole, and you put about a half a tube. I think most of the time you use up a full tube of glue. I did it in the past, and I found it to just not be necessary. Not a good way to get a piston out of a Maytag. Just saying that. There's better ways to do it. This cylinder in question, I'm going to go ahead and break it on in half. But the reason was I could see the back of this piston here. Where the piston was into this cylinder was about more than a quarter of an inch, and it's heavily rusted around through there. The kind of rust you don't want to see. So by seeing that, I did not want to put a bunch of grease down in this cylinder and push that piston by that rust in there, because the way I did it, I've ended up with a perfect condition piston. No scratches, no beating and a banging about it. So, you say, well, you sacrificed that cylinder. Well, I'll show you. Okay? Observe, and you verifying the way that the route, this is what we're working with. The piston was right in there, about 1/4 of an inch up. So that part right there was heavily rusted. The piston, you've seen it in a prior video, was rusted as bad as what we see here. But, and actually, this is the first time I've seen it this year, and not even cleaning it up. This cylinder where the piston was right there is in really remarkably good condition. It's the part that's above the piston that, if the piston was back in there, then when the stroke come up like this right here, then your rings would be traveling over this rusty part that you had removed the rust from, but it's so embedded in there, the rust, so that's what that looks like. The other contributing factor to that decision was that the thread in here for the spark plug is almost, you can still see it, but it's almost rusted away to not exist. Well, with that said, we'll put this one up in there. Good thread, good bore, clean. Now y'all check back. I'm gonna get some primer on all these parts, and we start putting this back together. That'd be going over there like that, and this right here be going up there like that. Yeah, we got an engine now. I'll leave a comment.